Bonjour.
Bonjour.
What'd you think? We're not going to go any deeper than that, okay? We're just going to kind of leave it there. Although fromage au noir always sounded so nice to me, and I think it means cheese of the night.
De nuit.
Oh, okay.
Fromage de nuit.
Welcome back, everyone, and welcome to our conversation. Oh, they say time flies when you're having fun. Well, for 10 years, we've known each other, and every year we get together and talk about an event that really makes time fly when you eat chili and listen to great music. It's called Bands and Beans. This is Andrea Jacobs. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
Very nice to have you back again.
Thank you.
It's when we were doing the math, I think you were saying you've been involved with the event for like 27 years. Mm-hmm. And I remember way back when, it's got to be 10 years, Andrea, when we first did an interview to help promote it, because It was the event of the year.
That's right. The biggest one of the rite of spring, actually.
Yes, absolutely. Bands and Beans, and we're going to give you some details on the chili and on the bands in a second. But overall, Bands and Beans was created as a fundraiser for the Lake George Arts.
That's right.
Correct?
Yes. The Lake George Arts Project, we are a non-for-profit organization. Mm-hmm. We help to keep arts and music alive in the Adirondack all year round. Mm-hmm. So it's not just this event that's coming up in a couple weeks, but it is also the fact that we have an art gallery open year round. We have the Jazz Festival in September, People's Pixel Project in April. Mm-hmm. There are so many great exhibits that come to the gallery as well throughout the year. So.
John Strong, who's one of the founding members of Stony Creek Band, right?
Yes.
Is the director there, and I've had John on for many interviews, mm-hmm. and I'll get all the notices. They have an art gallery that's open all year long. What's the name of that building? Is it
it's
the town hall? Old courthouse.
Yeah.
Right in the heart of Lake George Village, the old courthouse. You can't miss this building. It is a landmark building, and there's a gorgeous art gallery inside, and John and Andrea and all the people involved with the Lake George Arts Project just really do what she just said. They keep the arts alive all year long. Everybody knows about the Jazz Fest. Everybody knows what an art gallery is. Explain what the Pixel Project is.
So the People's Pixel Project is, I can say that fast a few times, it is open to debuting videographers in a sense, but also artists in that respect, because it's a short video clip. Mm-hmm. They used to keep it under a certain amount of minutes, I would say, anywhere from 2 minutes to 20 minutes, but it's open to the public to enter their pixels to be shown to the public. Last year, I believe, it was at the Hyde Museum.
Yes.
We have done it at the Wood Theater also. It draws a great crowd, usually of about 200 to 300 people, we hope. And some people have never done it before, and it's a really cool videography that they do, or they have done it year after year, and every year has a different theme.
Yes, right.
Whether political or nature.
They get like 75 entries and try to get it down to juried show and whatever. But let's talk Bands and Beans.
So Bands and Beans is 27 years going now at Roaring Brook in Lake George. Mm-hmm. And it was always a party to let's get rid of the snow, get rid of winter, and welcome spring. Mm-hmm. And best way to do that is to invite 9 bands to come play for about 1,000 people and ask the restaurants to be a part too. So it's a great marketing tool for the restaurants. Mm-hmm. Chili is obviously the theme. Mm-hmm. We also have the Rock Hill Bakery, who donates all the bread because that makes for a great meal. Mm-hmm. So this year we invited over 40 restaurants. I believe we have 35 submissions, all the way from North Creek area to right here in Saratoga. Mm-hmm. We have some newcomers, and we have some serious contenders that want that prize once again.
I'm thinking of Dizzy Chicken, right? Okay,
yeah,
I think they won last year,
they
right?
Did. Yep.
You know, let's put this in perspective. You're tired of the winter. Spring is around the corner, although sometimes you would know it from the weather. You head over to Roaring Brook. There's 1,000 of your closest friends. You're eating chili, which means you want to be drinking, and you've got some of the best bands in the whole area. And I want to run the list up because some of the favorites, Richie Ortiz, right? Yep. Stony Creek Band. Yep. I want to spend a second because a band that contains a couple of members that are personal friends of ours. Well, you're friends with a lot of them. But Switch with Johnny Saris, and if anybody knows Johnny and Jason, the gang at Performance Marine Boat Landing, they love guitars, all of them, but Johnny can play.
And Rat Tail Jimmy as well. Alan Payette loves to be part of this every year. And of course, closing out the night is the Dirt Cheap Band.
Can you say blues?
Yeah. And let's not forget the back bar as well. If you've never been to Roaring Brook before, we have 9 bands going on 2 different stages. All the while, there are 35 or so restaurants set up. Not to mention that there are great raffle giveaways and silent auction. So there's a lot going on in this 5-hour time span.
And it's only $20. Go to lakegeorgearts.org and you can find out about the bands and the restaurants and the chili and whatnot. But for $20 to be able to spend, I think the doors open at like 1 o'clock, right?
That's true. The doors open at 1 and then the chili and the music starts at 2. We have 2 locations where you can get your tickets ahead of time because they are 20 ahead through March 23rd, and then day at the door they're 25.
Got it, okay.
All goes for a great cause. This is our biggest fundraiser of the year. We mentioned the Jazz Festival in September, but all summer long, every Wednesday night, the Arts Project puts on
in the park.
Great, Wednesday night concert series.
Can you say Jill Hughes?
Absolutely,
That's right.
absolutely. So that's just another wonderful thing that the Arts Project does.
Now, they raise quite a bit of money to be able to support all of these activities. They're hoping to do $25K. You've done that before.
We have.
Been a while.
It has been.
Right?
We're
Okay,
working
so
on it this
all right,
year.
your mission, should you choose to accept it, is force yourself to go to Roaring Brook Ranch to spend 5 hours with 1,000 of your friends, listen to 9 great bands, eat a bunch of chili, and bring in the spring, right? The heat alone from that building will bring the spring in.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, Andrea, great to see you as
Thank
always.
you. I really appreciate it.
And boy, I'll see you there.
I hope so.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.